stands. And once again, surprised a couple who were seated in front of where the baseball hit. It came right back on top of them. 0-2. Pitch is low for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Right-hander Gavin King taking over the pitching duties for the Raiders. That one's foul straight back. Hit on the roof of the press box. Count remains 1-2. Runner at first, no outs. Runner goes, and the pitch gets by O'Neill and goes, or by Minnick rather, and goes to the backstop. The runner was on the move anyway. I expect they'll give him a stolen base. There's ball 2, 2-2. Since the runner was going on the pitch, I'm almost sure they'll give him a stolen base. Ball got past Minnick and went to the backstop. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Atkinson. Strike 3 called, and that will be out number 1 here in the 3rd inning. So Atkinson has struck out twice, and the batter is the number 9 hitter, Kriegel, grounded out in the 3rd inning. Left-handed batter. So the runner at second now is Fife with 1 out. 4 runs have scored here in the 3rd inning. It is 8-3. The pitch. Misses low for ball 1 to Kriegel. King with the pitch. Tried to check his swing, but went around. 1 ball, 1 strike. Raiders play him to hit the other way, although he pulled the ball with that game-winning hit yesterday. That one skips up to the plate. Good stop by Minnick. Count will go to 2-1 on Brant Kriegel. So Truehorn pitches 2 innings plus, gives up 8 runs on 8 hits. There's a strike call. 8 runs, 8 hits, had 1 walk and 3 strikeouts, and just did not have his good stuff today. That's about all you can say. 2-2 the count to Kriegel, and a ball hit in the air into shallow center field. Nobody's going to get to that one, and they'll hold the runners at first and third. Fife goes to third. He had to hold up to see if the ball was going to be caught. Kriegel dumps a single into shallow left center. Second hit off King. And now the top of the batting order, Sermonelli, who homered in the 2nd inning. That was his first home run of the season. That cleared the right field wall with plenty to spare. The left-handed hitter stands in, got a blue bat. And grounds it foul over in front of the Bears dugout. Strike 1. Still just 1 out in the inning. Runners at first and third. The pitch. Check swing. The runner goes. Throw to second is not in time. With that ball in the dirt, I expect that will be called a wild pitch.
Wild pitch.
That is the call. Count 1 ball, 1 strike to Sermonelli. Runners now at second and third. And the pitch. Off speed, in for a strike. So 1-2 to the Bears' leadoff man. Ball is hit on one hop to Badylak, picks it up, fires to first in time. And the other runners, the runners at second and third, had to stay put. Ball popped out of Badylak's glove, but he recovered quickly and got the throw over to first for out number 2. And the 9th man to bat in the inning is Tag Gollert, the right fielder. He singled in the first, struck out in the second. Right-handed batter facing the right-hander Gavin King in relief of Drew Horn. Pitch is high and outside to Gollert for ball 1. Teams will play at 1 o'clock tomorrow. We'll be on the air with our broadcast at 12:45. Ball hit in the air and deep into right center field, and that one is gone. That one up on the berm in right center, which is a continuation of the hill in left center. And that is a 3-run homer. We'll make it now 11-3. And for Gollert, home run number 6 on the season. Second home run in the inning. And the batter will be Bogenpole, who led off the inning. There's a strike called. So now the 10th man to bat here in the inning stands in. 7 runs in the inning. Bouncing ball to short. Badylak charges over to first in time, and the inning thankfully is over. But 10 men come to the plate. So they score 1, 2, 3, 5. They score 7 runs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. 7 runs on 6 hits, and nobody left on base. So here are your totals after 3 innings. For Missouri State, 11 runs, 11 hits. They've committed 1 error. And for Middle Tennessee, 3 runs on 5 hits. Raiders do not have an error. So it is 11-3 after 3 innings. Missouri State in the lead. Back with the top of the 4th after this on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
This is Chip Walters, and I'm honored to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, that's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise. I invite you to reach out. Let's have a conversation about your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
And we go to the fourth inning. Raiders down 11-3. Matt Wolf will lead off. First pitch, swung on and missed, strike one. Wolf struck out in the second inning after a long at bat where he fouled off a number of pitches. And the next pitch comes inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. So the starter, Slater, who himself got off to a rough start in the game, now has a comfortable 11-3 lead. Wolf takes it outside, ball 2. 2-1. And a swing and a miss. Count will go to 2-2. 2-2 to Wolf. Pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3. Wolf down on strikes for out number 1. He is fanned twice today. That is the 6th strikeout for Slater. Batter is Clay Badalak, the shortstop. There's a swing and a miss, strike 1. So Drew Horn, the Raiders starter, goes 2+ innings, gives up 8 runs on 8 hits, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. And Gavin King, as the ball comes high, 1-1. Gavin King goes 1 inning. He gives up 4 hits, 3 runs on 4 hits. There's the ball foul back into the grandstand. Count is 1-2. Missouri State has hit 3 home runs today. The last one was a 3-run homer. Badalak takes the pitch high for ball 2, 2-1. Check that, 2-2. Clay singled and scored in the second inning, and the Raiders picked up a pair of runs. A swing and a miss, strike 3. First 2 batters in the fourth down on strikes. And Slater now with 7 strikeouts in the game. Batter will be the leadoff hitter, Owen Nowak. 2 for 2, pair of singles and a run scored. Stands in from the left side and takes the first pitch for strike 1. Well, Slater seems to have settled down after a rocky start. He has retired 6 in a row. There's a ball driven to right field and a base hit. That's the 3rd straight hit for Nowak. This time he pulls the ball to the right side. It's hit number 6 off Slater, and Nowak has half of them. He's at first with 2 outs for Tyler Minnick. Minnick unloaded twice yesterday. The first was a home run into the bullpen in left field. The second was caught right up against the left field fence in front of the bullpen. First pitch to him is inside for ball 1. So Nowak at first base with 2 outs. Off-speed pitch. Misses low and outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Minnick doubled in the first inning, drove in a run, and struck out in the second. Slater with a pitch. Driven into left field, but it's right at the left fielder. He'll make a one-hand stab, and that will be out number 3. So that is all for the Raiders in the 4th. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. We will go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Missouri State 11 and Middle Tennessee 3. You're listening to Middle Tennessee Baseball from Van Wagner.
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's Locker Room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's Locker Room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
So leading off the 4th inning for Missouri State will be Curry Sutherland, third baseman. Throw goes down to second. Gavin King came on to relieve Drew Horn in the third, and he was roughed up. Gave up 3 runs on 4 hits, including a 3-run home run hit by Gollert. Sutherland singled in the first and homered off Drew Horn in the 3rd inning. That was a 2-run homer. That one hit up on the bank across the fence in left field. King's pitch outside, ball 1. Major league teams are breaking camp this weekend. Then we'll get the regular season started next week. There's a foul out of play over in the grandstand. It's going to be quite a sight here Monday night with the St. Louis Cardinals coming in to play their AA affiliate Springfield in an exhibition game, and I understand that tickets are at a premium. It's already called a sellout. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Of course, this is Cardinal territory. Pitch inside, ball 2, 2-1 to Sutherland. And the name of the AA team here, the Springfield Cardinals. There's a pitch. And he went around. It was an inside pitch. He was trying to get out of the way, but the bat came across home plate. So it's a strike, 2-2. King, the right-hander, delivers, and ball 3 goes outside. 3-2. The Bears with 3 home runs today. Sermonelli, a solo homer. Gollert, he hit a 3-run homer, and Sutherland hit a 2-run homer. Three-two pitch, fouled out of play. Down the right side, he'll do it again. The full count pitch coming to Sutherland. Strike 3 call. That is out number 1 in the 4th inning. Just checked the weather app here, and it is now 90 degrees in Springfield, Missouri. 88 degrees when we started, 90 under bright sunshine right now. 1 out in the 4th inning. This is Carter Bergman, the catcher. Swing and a miss, strike 1. It may have hit 90 degrees sometime yesterday, although I did not check it that often. There's a swing and a foul tip at home plate. 0-2 the count. Missouri State, 3 runs in the 1st inning, 1 in the 2nd, 7 runs in the 3rd. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 strikeouts for Gavin King here in inning number 4. So he now has 3 strikeouts in the game, and with 2 outs, the batter is Max Knight. He's the left fielder, had a sacrifice fly in the 1st inning and a double in inning number 3. Left-handed hitter. Looks at a strike from King, 0-1. Pitch is swung on and missed, strike 2. First baseman O'Neill is hugging the line down the first base side, playing him as a dead pull hitter. A swing and a miss, and King has struck out the side in the 4th inning. So the Raider right-hander has recovered from a bad outing in the 3rd. Missouri State held off the scoreboard for the first time today. 3 up and 3 down, 3 strikeouts in the 4th inning. So we will go to the 5th inning here in Missouri. It is Missouri State 11, Middle Tennessee 3. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Ben Wagner.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
And we go to the top half of inning number 5 here at Hammons Field. Missouri State leading the Blue Raiders by a score of 11-3. We finally had a scoreless inning on the board in the 4th. Neither team able to score in the 4th inning. And for the Raiders, Brett Rogers will lead off the 5th. He has walked and singled. His first pitch from Owen Slater in for the ball 1. That was just outside. Rogers, O'Neill, and Clapp due to hit here in inning number 5. Pitch is low for ball 2, 2-0. Slater struggled over the first 2 innings, but settled down. And now he's pitching with a big lead. 0-3 is outside, 3-0. At one point, he had retired 6 in a row. There's a strike call, 3-1. Slater making his 6th start. And the 3-1 pitch is hit to shortstop. Fife up with it, over the first in time. That is out number 1. Rogers grounds out short to first. And with 1 out, the batter is Dean O'Neill. Dean's looking for his first hit in the series. 0 for 2 today, 0 for 6 in this series. Strong right-handed batter. O'Neill takes a strike, 0-1. He is struck out and grounded to short. Playing first base today was the catcher in last night's game. Pitch is high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Dean O'Neill. Raiders will be on the road again Tuesday at Alabama A&M. It's a 1 o'clock afternoon game. Pitch is high, ball 2. 2-1. One out here in the 5th. Raiders down by a bunch. There's a bouncy ball to short again. Fife up with it, over to first in time. 2 ground balls to shortstop, handled perfectly by Fife. 2 up, 2 down in the 5th inning. The batter is Cooper Clapp, who, like O'Neill, is looking for his first hit in the series. He is 0 for 6. Today has struck out and flied out. Clapp looks at the first pitch, started to swing, held up, and took the pitch for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. The Raiders' second baseman. That one comes in high, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. Swing and a foul out of play to the left side. Count will go to 2-1. Slater's last start was last Sunday at Liberty. He was roughed up, left the game in the 3rd inning after giving up 4 runs on 5 hits, and he walked 4. He's had only 1 walk in this game. Pitch is high, ball 3. 3-1. He has struck out 7, only 1 walk. 3-1 now to Cooper Clapp. And a pitch low and inside, ball 4. Maybe I help coach the walk from him. Second walk. Charge to Slater. Runner at first, 2 outs for Brent Bondolan. He is struck out and grounded out. 0 for 2 and 1 for 6 in the series. Slater comes set and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Yet he had Von Dolan out in front of an off-speed pitch. No balls, one strike. And the pitch. That one gets past the catcher. That'll be a wild pitch. Down to second base goes Clapp. Count will be 1-1 on Von Dolan. Ball and a strike. Right-hander comes set. And the pitch. Low and outside, ball 2, 2-1. Nathan Brewer waiting to hit next. There's 2 outs and a runner at second for the Raiders here in the top of the 5th inning. A swing and a miss, strike 2, 2-2. Slater comes set, and the pitch outside, ball 3. It's a full count. That's the third 3-ball count he's had out of 4 hitters here in the 5th inning. 3-2. Right-hander's pitch is swung on it, miss, strike 3. Off-speed pitch. So in the inning, no runs, no hits, and 1 man left. That strikeout was strikeout number 8 for Slater. So he has completed his 5th inning. That makes him eligible for the win if the lead holds up. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is Missouri State 11 and Middle Tennessee 3. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Locally grown, Blue Raider proud. This is Jonathan Harmon with the J. Harmon Home Team. As an MTSU alumnus and lifelong Rutherford County resident, I bring the heart of a teacher, the grit of a Blue Raider, and over 15 years of real estate experience to every client. Honest to a fault, connected to the community, and driven to serve. I don't just help you buy or sell, I help you understand every step. The J. Harmon Home Team, where real estate meets real talk.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders!
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
And we move to the bottom half of the 5th inning. 11-3, Missouri State leading. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification as you listen to Middle Tennessee Baseball.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports. WGNS. Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
Dick Palmer with you in Springfield, Missouri on a bright, sunshiny Saturday afternoon. First pitch to the first batter in the 5th inning is fouled out of play. This is Logan Fife, the shortstop, facing the Blue Raiders. Gavin King. King will be starting his 3rd inning of work. He'll face the bottom 3 in the order: Fife, Atkinson, and Kriegel. Fife has a single in 2 trips. He has scored a run. And fooled him on a pitch that was low in the dirt. Strike 2. He went around. 0-2. Just a very light breeze blowing here in Springfield. The pitch is up high for ball 1, 1-2 the count. Fife struck out in the first inning. Singleton scored in that big third inning when they put 7 runs on the board. Bouncing ball over Von Dolan's head, threw it into left field for a base hit. So that is his second hit of the game. And hit number 5 off Gavin King. Hit number 13 for the Bears. Runner at first, Bobby Atkinson, who has struck out twice, will stand in. He's Horn fanned him in the second inning, and King struck him out in the third. So facing Gavin King for the second time. And the right-hander's pitch is up high for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. There's a pitch that skips up there for ball 2. 2-0. Enjoyed visiting with former Blue Raider Ryan Simmons. Had him on the air yesterday, and he's promised to come back tomorrow. Former employee in the communications department at Middle. Ball dropped into left center field for a base hit. The throw coming in, and they'll have runners at first and third with nobody out. Fife goes to third, and Atkinson, with his first hit in the game, is at first base. Hit number 6 off King. So with that hit, everybody in the lineup has had a hit except the catcher Bergman. This is Kragel. Had a single and scored in the third inning, grounded out in the second, so he's 1 out of 2. First and third, nobody out. We're in the 5th inning. Fly ball hit to right field. That one is got some distance, and that one is going to be gone. Out in the right center, just to the right of the hill. Behind the right center field fence. That's a 3-run home run for Kragel, his first of the season. We've had 2 players have their first home runs of the season for the Bears today. And now it is 14-3. And the leadoff batter is Sermonetti. He has a home run today. Pitch is inside to him for ball 1. So Kragel, a 3-run shot. They had 2 3-run homers today. There's ball 2 to Sermonelli. Had his first home run of the season, a solo shot in the second inning, and Kragel with his first, a 2-run homer here in the 5th. Sermonelli hits it to left field and deep. On the warning track, it'll be hauled in out there by Nathan Brewer. That will be out number 1 here in the 5th. (14-3) in favor of the Missouri State Bears. One out. The batter is Tag Gollert. Single in the first, struck out in the second inning, and hit a home run in the third. That was a 3-run homer. Jerry Myers out of the Blue Raider dugout. And we're going to have a pitching change. So we will take a break here and tell you about about our new pitcher when we come back. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Blue Raiders' new pitcher here in the 5th inning is Jack Fortner, senior from Mount Juliet. He's the only pitcher for the Raiders who has yet to give up a run, an earned run, this season. This is his 4th appearance. No record, earned run average of 0. 5 2/3 innings. He's given up 4 hits. He has given up 2 runs, but they were unearned, so no earned runs. 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. And Jack Fortner will take over the pitching duties from Gavin King, who, like Drew Horn, the starter, did not have a good day. I've got King with 2 1/3 innings, 6 runs on 7 hits, no walks, 4 strikeouts. Missouri State has 14 runs on 14 hits, and they lead 14-3. 1 out here in the 5th inning. The batter is Tag Gollert. 2 for 3 with a home run and a single. Right-handed batter. I believe Fortner's family is here today. I think I saw them down below. Here's the pitch to the plate, and that is just a tad low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Right-hander delivers high and inside, and it's ball 2. 2-0, the count. Final game of the series will be tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We'll be out there with our pregame show at 12:45. There's a ball hit in the air into shallow right center. Rogers coming over. He's under it, makes the catch for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down after the 3-run homer in the 5th inning, and the batter is Bogenpole. 2 singles in 3 trips. He's also scored 2 runs. Big left-handed hitter. Pitch to him is just a bit low for ball 1. Rob Jack Fortner. Ball 2 is inside, 2-0. Had a couple of finals in Conference USA. Pass them along. Pop up on the left side of the infield. Shortstop Badalak fighting the sun and makes the catch for out number 3. So that's going to be all in the 5th. 3 runs on 3 hits. All off Gavin King. And nobody left. We have played 5 full innings. And it is now Missouri State 14, Middle Tennessee 3. We go to the 6th inning right after this on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
So a couple of finals to pass along on our Conference USA scoreboard. Dallas Baptist recovered from a loss last night to Delaware and defeated Delaware today by a score of 10-2. And in softball, our Lady Raiders dropped their second straight to Western Kentucky up in Bowling Green as Western wins the second game of that series by a score of 5-0. And they will conclude their series with a noontime game tomorrow. And our series will continue with a 1 o'clock game tomorrow. New pitcher is on for the Bears. Number 27 will take over. And he is Brody McNeil. Let's see if I can find you some numbers on him in just a second. McNeil, a lefty. 6'4", 200-pounder from Rogersville, Missouri. He will face the left-hand hitting Nathan Brewer. First pitch to him is a ball up high. A swing and a miss, and the count evens up 1-1 to Brewer. McNeil making his 5th appearance. He's 1-0 with a 2.70 earned run average. He's only pitched 3 1/3 innings, giving up 2 runs. Giving up 1 run on 2 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, and strike 2 to Nathan Brewer. 1-2. So McNeil with his 5th appearance of the season. Lefty-lefty matchup, and pitches low and inside, bounces away from the catcher Bergman. Count goes to 2-2. McNeil did not pitch in the Liberty Series last weekend, so I can't tell you what his last outing was. Brewer hits it into right center. That ball is tagged pretty good, and that is out of the ballpark. That is going to be a home run for Nathan Brewer. It hit on the hill just over the wall in right center field and then bounced back in the playing field. But that for Nathan is home run number 3 on the season. That will make it a 14-4 ball game. And Brewer, who had a big 2-run double yesterday, now with a solo home run, and greets the new pitcher rather rudely. First pitch to Matt Wolf is swung out on miss, strike 1. Wolf has struck out twice. (14-4). There's a strike called, and it's 0-2 to Wolf. Matt is the designated hitter today. This game started as if it was going to be a wild scoring duel, and it's turned out kind of that way. Foul ball down the right field line. Right fielder, well, it's going to be in fair territory, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. Raiders got 1 run in the first inning. Missouri State got 3. Raiders tied it up with 2 runs in the second. Missouri State went ahead of a solo homer in the bottom of the second, so it was 4-3. But then in the third inning, the roof caved in. 7 runs scored for the Bears to make it 11-3. They added 3 more in the 5th inning to make it 14-3, and now the Raiders have picked up a run here on Brewer's home run to make it 14-4. That's the way we stand now. Clay Badalak with a count of 1 strike stands in. McNeil's pitch misses inside, 1-1. Brody McNeil is a big, tall left-hander. Starter Slater went 5 innings. There's the ball sliced foul off to the left, 1-2. Slater 5 innings, gave up 3 runs. 2 of those runs were earned. 1 scored as a result of an error. He gave up 6 hits, had 2 walks and 8 strikeouts. Pitch is low, gets past the catcher, back to the backstop. Count 2-2 on Badalak. (14-4). Missouri State leading. And the pitch. Swung on, hit hard, but right at the second baseman. Backhands it. And gets up. Makes the throw to first in time to retire Badalak for out number 2. Ball hit hard, but second baseman had to go down on his knees just in the outfield grass at second base and make the play to first. So with 2 outs, batter is Owen Nowak, working on a perfect day at the plate. Singled and scored in the first, singled in the second, singled again in the fourth, 3 for 3. And the pitch by the left-hander is a strike called. I see on the video board that he has upped his average to 400 with those 3 hits. He was at 375 coming into the game. One strike to count. Held up and took the pitch low for ball 1. 1-1. So Dallas Baptist, with a road win today at Delaware, will go to 3-2 in the league. There's a swing and a foul tip back in the catcher's mitt. The count will go to 1-2 on Nowak. The left-hander pitches out of the stretch position or the set position. Delivers low for ball 2, 2-2. Missouri State still has not lost a home game this season, and the Raiders still have not won a road game this season. The way this one's going, it doesn't look like that's going to change. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and it hit him up high. So Owen will go down to first base, hit by a pitch. Got him either on the arm or the shoulder. He's at first with 2 outs. The batter is Tyler Minnick, has a double in 3 trips. Time call. The pitching coach wants to come out and talk with the pitcher. It's Deck McGuire. He comes from Georgia Tech to Missouri State. Of course, Tyler Minnick was at Georgia Tech for 2 years. He may be telling the pitcher, say, hey, I know this guy from Georgia Tech. He can hit the ball. Be careful. Tyler had a home run yesterday and had another ball caught right at the fence. That when he hit it, I thought it was going to go out. So Nowak hit by a pitch as the runner at first with 2 outs. Missouri State leading 14-4. We're in the top half of inning number 6. First pitch misses for ball 1. Must have been a bit outside. 1-0. This one skips up to the plate for ball 2. The shadow of the grandstand creeping out toward home plate, much different than we have at home when the shadow from Floyd Stadium starts in the outfield and creeps toward the infield. Ball 3 is outside, 3-0 to Minnick. This shadow is moving toward home plate. Three balls, no strikes to Tyler Minnick. And ball 4 is outside. He walked him on 4 pitches. I'm sure that's not what the pitching coach told him to do. But as they say, if the coach comes out and says, now, pitch this guy carefully, don't give him anything to hit, but don't walk him, what do? And I believe they're going to have a pitching change. This is the head coach coming out of the dugout. So with Brett Rogers coming up, they may bring a left-hander in. This is the second visit of the inning. That means automatically a pitching change. So we will take a break as the new pitcher comes in. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290. This is Chip Walters, and I'm honored to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, that's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise. I invite you to reach out. Let's have a conversation about your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
New pitcher coming in, and not a left-hander as I had thought, is number 29, Lance Wade. He is a right-hander, senior from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Transferred from Winthrop. 5'10", 190. Lance Wade making his 8th appearance, 1-0 with a 4.05 earned run average. And 6 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 8 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. He has walked 4, struck out 10, not given up a home run. So it is right-hander Lance Wade in for the Bears. Brett Rogers will be the hitter. Rogers walked in the first inning, singled in the second, grounded out in the 5th. So he is 1 out of 2. Raiders have runners at first and second. Owen Nowak down at second, Tyler Minnick at first. Both courtesy of wildness on the part of the previous pitcher, McNeil, who hit Nowak with a pitch and then walked Minnick. So McNeil goes 2/3 of an inning. He gave up a leadoff home runs to Nathan Brewer. First pitch is ball 1 to Brett Rogers. First and second, 2 outs. Strike called, caught the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two on, 2 outs here in the 6th inning. And the pitch. Check swing, that's a strike, 1-2. Wade is the 3rd pitcher used by the Bears today. Takes this one outside for ball 2. 2-2. Shortstop playing close to the bag at second, holding the runner. There's a little room on the left side. And strike 3 called. Doesn't matter. Inning is over. Wade comes in, gets a strikeout, gets out of the inning. 1 run, 1 hit. That was the home run by Brewer. And 2 runners left on base. We will go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is Missouri State 14 and Middle Tennessee 4. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Ben Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders!
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
We go to the bottom of the 6th inning as it is 14-4 Missouri State. They'll be trying to add on to perhaps get a run rule win today, and of course the Raiders will try to prevent that from happening. Leadoff batter will be Sutherland, who has singled, homered, and struck out. Bears third baseman and a cleanup hitter. Jack Fortner will be starting his second inning. He came in and got the last 2 outs in the 5th inning. Starts with a clean inning here. And the pitch to Sutherland is outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Got a pinch hitter going to come up next. There's a ball drilled foul down the left field line, and it's 1-1. Got number 19 in the on-deck circle. So I think they're going to take their catcher out. 19 is Charlie Carter. He is a catcher. I think he caught the last inning yesterday. Swing and a foul tip. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Sutherland. Fortner ready to work. And the 1-2 pitch fouled out of play. Count holds at a ball and 2 strikes. Here's ball 2, just missed outside. Two and two. Ball hit in the air, center field, Nowak coming on, shielding his eyes from the sun, makes the catch for out number 1. So 1 out in the 6th inning. And the pinch hitter will be Charlie Carter. He'll come in, and I'm sure we'll go in to catch the next inning for Bergman. Bergman had been 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts and a walk. Carter, a right-handed batter. 1 out here in the 6th. First pitch in for a strike, 0-1. Right-hander Jack Fortner, senior, out of Mount Juliet. There's a ball drilled foul, kicks off the screen down the left side and bounces out into right field. Or, I'm sorry, out into left field where Nathan Brewer will retrieve it and get it back in. 2 strikes the count. Fortner's pitch swung on him, missed, strike 3. So Carter down on 3 pitches. That is out number 2. And the batter will be Max Knight. Nope, we got another pinch hitter. This is number 32. Move it for Knight. This is Michael Callahan. Callahan pinch hitting for Knight. Callahan, appearing in his 10th game, has no official at-bats, but he does have a walk, and he has scored a run. First pitch to him, low for ball 1. Ball hit in the air down the right side. Rogers over, but that's going to be in the off the bullpen fence. Rolling out into right field, the count will be 1-1 on Knight. Raiders in the 7th inning will have O'Neill, Clapp, and Von Dolan scheduled to hit to try and get a run on the board, prevent a run rule loss. It is 14-4 right now. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Jack Fortner with the pitch, a swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-2. And another ball hit foul. Let's go line up at the grandstand. 14 runs, 14 hits for the Bears, 4 runs, 7 hits for the Blue Raiders. Raiders have had only 2 hits since the 2nd inning. Fortner with a 1-2 pitch. Taken low and outside, ball 2. 2-2 to Michael Callahan. Two outs, base is empty. Fortner with a pitch. That would hit him. That's the first base runner that Fortner has allowed. Hit by pitch. Callahan will go down to first. And the batter will be Logan Fife, the shortstop. Fife today, 2 singles in 3 trips. He scored 2 runs. After striking out in the 1st inning, he singled and scored in the 3rd and again in the 5th. Runner at first, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th inning. 14-4, Missouri State leading. And the pitch is a strike call, 0-1. There's a ball drilled into left center field. That will get down in front of Nowak. The runner on first will advance to third. So runners will be in first and third with 2 outs. That is the first hit allowed by Fortner. And the batter will be Bobby Atkinson. Has a single in 3 trips. Left-handed batter stands in. First and third, 2 outs. Fortner with the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And a little tap foul off down the first base side, 0-2. Both teams today got out of the gate fast. Missouri State kept the pressure on, and the Raiders faded after the 2nd inning. 7-run 3rd inning really put the Bears over the top. Here's the pitch. And hits solidly right at Clapp. He'll go to first, and that is all in the 6th inning. No runs, 1 hit, 2 men left. So we'll go to the top of the 7th inning. And And it is Missouri State 14, Raiders 4. Raiders need at least one run to keep this game going. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
And we go to the top half of inning number 7. Raiders need to score at least one run to keep the game going, as the 10-run rule would kick in after the top of the 7th. It is 14-4. For the Raiders, it will be O'Neill, Clapp, and Von Dolan to face the new pitcher, Lance Wade. He came in to get the last out in the 6th inning, and that was a strikeout. So O'Neill, who is hitless in 3 trips, will lead it off. And hitless in the series, 0 for 7. Wade, the right-hander, delivers, and the first pitch fouled down the third base side. Strike 1. Second baseman pulled over, not quite behind the bag at second. A lot of hitting room on the right side, though. Pitch is high, 1-1 to O'Neill. Bears have hit 4 home runs today. Raiders have hit 1. That pitch misses inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. O'Neill asked for time, stepped out of the box. 2-1 to count. And the right-hander's pitch is taken for a strike. Count levels out at 2 balls, 2 strikes to O'Neill, who's playing first base today. The 2-2 pitch, driven into left center field, a base hit. That is O'Neill's first hit in the series. Ground single in the left center. And hit number 1 off the new pitcher, Wade. Runner at first, no outs. The batter's Cooper Clapp. Also hitless in the series, 0 for 6, had a walk in the 5th inning. Clapp would be followed by Brett Von Dolan. Pitch to the plate, high for ball 1 to the Raiders' second baseman. Runner at first, no outs here in the 7th. Right-hander comes set. Cliff hits a high pop-up, foul ball, and nobody can get to it. Third baseman, left fielder, both over there. The shortstop was coming in, but that was hit in a spot that nobody could cover. 1 ball, 1 strike to Clapp. O'Neill with that leadoff single, the runner at first, no outs. And the pitch, high, ball 2, 2-1. There they go into a big shift. Third baseman goes over and plays shortstop, basically, and the shortstop moves over to on the first base side of second. Clapp takes a strike, 2-2. Second baseman on the edge of the outfield grass. First baseman is holding the runner. Still a little hitting room on the right side, but a ton of hitting room on the left side. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, doesn't matter, he struck out. That's out number 1, and for Wade, strikeout number 2. And with 1 out, the batter is Brett Bondola, looking for his first hit today. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. And he has seen a ton of off-speed pitches today. The pitch has another off-speed pitch, but it's inside, ball 1. O'Neill still down at first with that leadoff single. There's the ball driven into right field, but the right fielder will come in and make a running catch. Throw back to first, but O'Neill scrabbles back in there ahead of the throw. Ball hit solidly, but right at the right fielder, made a running catch for out number 2. So the last hope to keep the game going for the Raiders is Nathan Brewer, and he had a home run in the 6th inning. He's 1 for 3. That home run was his 3rd of the season. Two outs, runner at first. Here's Wade with the pitch, high, outside, ball 1. And Brewer take it all the way, took a strike right down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wade with the 1-1 pitch, grounded to short, backhanded, long throw to first in time. Retire the side, and this game is over. In the inning for the Raiders, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. And Missouri State wins the 2nd game of the series by a score of 14-4. The game shortened to 7 innings due to the 10-run rule. 14-4, the Bears a winner. They have taken the first 2 games in this series. We'll take a break and come back. We'll have our post-game show coming your way next on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Locally grown, Blue Raider proud. This is Jonathan Harmon with the J. Harmon Home Team. As an MTSU alumnus and lifelong Rutherford County resident, I bring the heart of a teacher, the grit of a Blue Raider, and over 15 years of real estate experience to every client. Honest to a fault, connected to the community, and driven to serve. I don't just help you buy or sell, I help you understand every step. The J. Harmon Home Team, where real estate meets real talk.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports. Today's game is in the books, and it's time to recap today's action in the Blue Raider postgame show. Today's broadcast on the Blue Raider Network has been brought to you in part by Will Freely, attorney at law, State Farm Insurance, and agent Andy Womack, Middle Tennessee Electric, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb and Associates, and agents Brad Hopkins, Richard Lewis, Jonathan Harmon, and Chip Walters, and by Las Casas Drugs. Let's head back to the ballpark for today's Blue Raider postgame show.
Well, Missouri State takes game 2 of the series by a score of 14-4, a run rule game shortened to actually 6.5 innings. And because of the run rule, we'll give you a brief recap of what happened as both teams got off to a good start offensively. The Raiders picked up a run in the first inning. The first 3 batters reached base. Nowak singled. Minnick with a double drove Nowak home, put the Raiders up 1-0, but the pitcher Slater struck out O'Neill, Clapp, and Von Dolan to end the threat in the first inning, and it was 1-0 Raiders. Then in the bottom of the first 4 hitters reached base on hits off Drew Horn. Sermonelli doubled, Gollert singled, and Bogenpole had a single. That drove in Sermonelli, and then Sutherland's hit drove in Gullard and Bogenpole, so they scored 3 runs on 4 hits in the first inning and led it 3-1. Raiders tied it up in the second inning as the first batter, Brewer, reached on an error. Badalak had a base hit, and then Nowak followed with an RBI single. Brett Rogers drove in a run with a single. 2 runs in the inning, and the Raiders and the Bears were tied at 3-3. In the bottom of the second inning, a solo home run by Sermonelli put Missouri State up 4-3, and they were never to trail after that. The Raiders did not score again until the 6th inning on a solo home run by Nathan Brewer, but by that time it was already 14-3 as Missouri State put up 7 runs in the third inning. There were 2 home runs in the game, one by Sutherland, a 2-run homer, and one by Gollert, a 3-run homer. And then they added 3 more runs in the 5th on a 3-run homer by Kragel. And 14-4 will be the final score. We'll give you the final official totals as soon as they bring the box score in, which they have not done yet. So we will take a break here, and we'll be back to wrap it up for you right after this on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders!
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty, Bob Lamb and Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
And welcome back into our post-game show as the Bears of Missouri State win the second game of this three-game series by a score of 14-4. Still have not gotten the final official box score, but I'll give you what I've got, and it will be close for Missouri State. I had 14 runs on 15 hits. They committed one error, and they left only 3 men on base today because just about everybody they got on base came in to score. For the Blue Raiders, 4 runs on 8 hits. They had no errors and left 9 men on base. Slater will be the winning pitcher. His record will be now 3-2, and Drew Horn, the Raiders starter, will take the loss. His record will now be 1-1. I do not have the official time of the game or the attendance. That will be on the official stat sheet, which has not come down yet. Raiders did have 1 home run in the game, an Old South Properties home run hit by Nathan Brewer. It was a leadoff home run in the 6th inning, and it was his 3rd of the season. The Bears had 4 home runs in the game, a solo home run by Sermonelli in the 2nd. They had 2 home runs in that big 7-run 3rd inning, a 2-run homer by Sutherland, and then a 3-run homer by Tag Gollert. And then they had a 3-run homer in the 5th inning to put the run rule into effect. That was hit by Kragel. The Raiders were able to get only 1 run after the 2nd inning, and the final is 14-4. Missouri State still unbeaten at home. They're down 9-0 here in their home park. And they are 14-7 on the year, 4-1 in the conference. The Raiders dropped to 12-11 on the season, 2-3 in Conference USA. That's going to wrap up our broadcast today from Hammons Field in Springfield, Missouri. Game 3 of the series will be tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. We'll be on the air with our pregame show at 12:45. We hope you could join us then. One other final in the league today. Dallas Baptist was a winner over Delaware 10-2. And in softball, our Lady Raiders softball team dropped a 5-0 decision at Western Kentucky. So that'll wrap it up for today. Thank you so much for listening. We'll do it all again tomorrow at 12:45 for the pregame show. Until then, this is Dick Plummer. Thank you again, and wishing you a pleasant good afternoon from the ballpark.
Thanks for listening to today's Middle Tennessee State University baseball game. Today's game has been produced by Van Wagner College through the facilities of WGNS Radio. The content of today's game is owned by Van Wagner College and the Blue Raider Network and may not be reproduced without expressed written permission of Middle Tennessee State University and Van Wagner College. Be sure to join us next time for more Middle Tennessee baseball here on the Blue Raider Network on WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
We now return to regular programming on News Radio WGNS.